Hey everyone, welcome back to Innovating Automation with Balluff. I'm Nathaniel Scroggins. I'm your host, and I'm here with
Chris Heberlein, Head of Operational Marketing.
Chris is back for more. Yep. What do you got going on now?
All right, well, I'm here to talk about the IO-Link user workshops.
What is that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So the IO-Link Consortium, which started in Germany, and we were one of the founding members that came on this journey to create IO-Link. In the U.S., there is also a sister organization, and so we rejoined it recently, and we became a sponsor of the IO-Link user workshops. What these are, there are four workshops in the U.S. this year, and the first one was in March in Charlotte. And what they do is it's a very unbiased approach by the consortium. So it's an all-day lecture. It's free. Lunch is provided, and they go through what is IO-Link, what are the characteristics, what does it mean, and it's a whole day lecture. And they have a lot of breaks. And so as a sponsor, we get to sit on the side with a Balluff table, and a couple of our local people will be there, as well as a member from the product marketing team to answer questions, talk about applications. So it's a really good way to, if you're not familiar with IO-Link, to join the party. So they will be, as I mentioned, the first one was in Charlotte for the year. The second one will be May 12th in Milwaukee with Anjesh Shakar and Wes Borden. He's our local sales engineer. The next one will be in Portland, September 1st, which I believe...
I'm going to Portland?
You're going to Portland. And Gina Prosperi will also be there, our local person. And then the last one for a year will be in Detroit on October 29th. And I believe Shashir Reggae from our product marketing team will be there. And I'm not sure who the local person is, but we've got a huge team in Michigan, so they'll join Shashir for the day.
It sounds like a pretty useful workshop to go to. If I'm do you see it as just a new to IO-Link people, or like what's a more advanced IO-Link user get out of it?
I would probably say it's probably a newer person or somebody that wants to ask questions, because there's a lot of sponsors that are there, and so they can ask questions to the key speakers and also to the participating sponsors. So I probably would say it's more on the newer side.
That makes sense. And I still feel like even though IO-Link's been out for over a decade, there's still a lot of people who are just now getting into it, especially with how digitalization, digital transformation is a growing topic, a growing journey for people. So we know that IO-Link is a piece to that puzzle.
Well, and I think from a user perspective, there's so many people that have plants that they were using Aussie, they were using DeviceNet or CanOpen or Profibus, Modbus. So they were using older, I would say, device-level networks. And IO-Link is not a network. It's a point-to-point communication, and the classic name for it is the USB of industrial automation.
Oh, okay.
And so I think that all these people that have existing plants are maybe getting a new project, and they're getting onto the new technology, and so they're kind of rushing, like, I got to know more about what this is, what it means to me. And so those are great people to go to the events.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited since I get to go to Portland and take part in this, and it sounds like we've got a few more of them, and I'm sure there will be a good turnout of people who are in that boat that you described, ready to soak up the knowledge.
Yeah, we signed a 2-year contract, so there's 4 this year, and there'll be 4 next year, and I look forward to continuing after that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for telling us about it, and hopefully see you all there.
Yeah, thank you.